Whatever. Green lights lit, all systems go. Hello, internet world. I'm still not making scripts, but I did make some notes on things. Bear with me. Still have a itty bitty headache. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yes, mental demeanor in text. Some people lack the aptitude. I have this bad habit sometimes, and I just had another comment about it too, especially when I'm talking around anything that has to do with engineers or anything. That some of them have taken academic writing, and you can tell. I have a bad habit because of where I grew up. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'll just put those clues there, right there. Okay, so when I write something and I'm just, writing from the hip, shooting with the wind. Sometimes of slips in there instead of have. Whatever. I'm not writing a book, making a comment, So people just don't understand. Unless you're from where I am. And the people that from where I am know it's a bad habit for some of us. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, hey, that's all right. Everybody has different slang from wherever they're from. Look out, kitty. Don't go there. Don't go there. No. Stay away. Don't go there right now. I'm doing stuff. Bad kitty. I didn't want cats. The landlady wanted her cats. No, I gotta deal with them. Oh, yeah. But I haven't made a video in like 2 weeks. I was just making lots of comments again because there's things I can't believe. I did not think I was ever going to end up doing a YouTube thing, so I'm still just not used to doing this. I'm one guy on my own trying to just do a thing. It's a hobby, I guess. But anyway, mental demeanor in text. Yeah, some people don't understand like what people are trying to say, and it's just because you're not understanding where people are coming from when you read something. And I try to keep my comments short because I already can see that as being a thing. No, don't play with that. Don't play a bad kitty. No, go sleep on something, will you? So, and that's just how some people are. They can't imagine the world from someone else's perspective. What do they call that? EI, emotional intelligence, is being able to tell why somebody seems off or if their communication seems bizarre. It's text. You can't tell when someone's being sarcastic or nothing. And when people make comments like that, I think, I don't think I'm talking to anyone near my age with any experience. I think I'm talking to someone that's at a, grade school level. So that's moving on, It's the internet. All I know is it's an avatar with text on a screen. I don't know who these people are. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I might do these. I got a friend that's trying to talk to me about doing podcast stuff again about life. But, he grew up from where I'm talking about, so he'd know the slang I'm referring to. Some people have no idea. But what else did I make a note on here? Cat, you're in the way. Come here, you. Come here. No, don't knock those over. No, bad kitty. Go over there. Jesus. And that one just spilled all over the place. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. No. Nope. All right, you know what? Hold on, I got to put this cat in another room. Go. Come here. Come here, you. Come here, little fuzzy wussy. Come here. You're going over there. All right? I don't have time for this. Jeez, man. Man. I try to leave them out so they can just enjoy the house. But, man, every time I try to record something, they want to jump all over me in the camera and everything. One of them's, I nicknamed her Mischief, because that's all she creates, mischief. All right. Anyway, what is it? Oh, yeah, all the news is bonkers. Oh, man. See, I know how easy it is with the fair use thing that I can just cover other people's content and react to stuff. I don't want to do that. And some of it, I don't know, man. I'd rather just type out a comment and be done with it than make some video about it. Like I said, with my health issues from construction and doing all sorts of work that, can put your health and body at risk. And unless you've done that for a living, you wouldn't know anything or have any experience in doing that. So, I'm not that relatable unless you've done the type of construction work in electrical technology that, makes some people sick. All that stuff, all this amazing technology we have can cause immune responses in people depending on what you're exposed to and how you were exposed to it. So that's been a big factor in my life. So a lot of times when I respond to something under technology, because this work program I was in was all electrical functions and applications, and it went into security things, and it was all sorts of awesome things I was supposed to learn my final year. And instead I woke up in a hospital. And that whole story was nuts because there's so much backup context there. I'd have to make other videos on it. And, it's not something that gets much for engagement. It's just me sharing my experience. And it's, everyone's blaming Trump today. Everything I'm complaining about was during Obama's term. Not Trump, not Biden either, but Obama's term. We sure had hope, though. I'm not knocking the guy. I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt if I can, but I also don't like to trust anybody. Not that I'm paranoid. I've just seen the results in various situations. I'll leave it at that. All right, what else did I put on my little notepad here? What else should I talk before I end this video? Something blockchain. Oh, yeah. Crypto's doing a big thing in the U.S. these days, huh? What's the proper term? Is digital cash. Digital money. I mean, I don't know where to go with that. I missed the whole Bitcoin thing. I didn't have any of that. I didn't think it was for real. I mean, it sounded like ridiculous to me. And I was too busy working other projects. I was like, I don't need that. I'm going to be working these amazing jobs until I ended up sick and not doing them. So, I don't know. It's odd. But now I'm trying to learn more about blockchain functions and all that. Because I'm not going to be lifting material on construction sites ever again. That's not happening. You can't pay me enough. You want me to carry material for you? I'm $10,000 an hour. And I'm only doing 1 hour a week. That's how much a back surgery costs for a month. Do that for a month, you need $50,000 or whatever. All right. Anyway, and what else? Oh yeah, something about Spartacus again. I don't know. See, that's a weird thing. That's another thing. I'm watching some of these streamers that are causing all sorts of, these popular streamers that are saying all sorts of outrageous things. And I'm a free speech guy, I support it 110%. It's important. It reveals who people are, like someone's going to say something crazy, big deal. But if someone's going to threaten someone's life or supports an organization that threatens people's lives, at least you know where they are and you see they revealed themselves. They want to put themselves at risk like that. That's crazy, man. So I'm not even going to say during around this time I upload this video, you'll probably know who I'm talking to. But the whole thing with Spartacus, I got involved in I wouldn't really call it a conversation. It was just some back and forth comments with the channel that was trying to go on about that whole region of the world and the conflict. And I'm not over there. I don't know, but I know the story about Spartacus and how he fought against slavers and was betrayed by pirate slavers that wanted to enforce the slave trade. It's a shame he didn't realize that, there were more slavers at sea than there were on land. But how many people actually see it that way? And when I started getting into that, I got a warning from YouTube that it was hate speech. And all I was doing was saying, Spartacus, was trying to free slaves from slavers. And apparently someone at YouTube didn't like that. So I don't talk about it much because, hey. Back when I was in the work program, I watched the Spartacus Blood and Sand series. And I was a competitive lifter. I had another 25, 30 pounds of muscle on me before I got sick. And we were the most productive apprentices in this part of the country, with the projects we built, hospitals, schools, labs, research labs, dorm projects. And I ended up sick. But man, did that show help motivate me. When I got home, I'd watch Spartacus work out. Maybe I'd get some sleep in and then go to class, and then it's night school. And then I'd have work at 4:30 in the morning. I'd get up and drive an hour and a half, do it again. For years I was doing that. Oh, man. And, Spartacus was a role model for me. Fought slavers, fought oppressors. And you need to know a lot about his story, though. And if you don't, you really should. Anyway, I won't talk about that so much because apparently I'll get hate speech warnings when against the slave trade? That don't make sense to me. See, the news in the world is bonkers to me, and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I guess that was really it. Yeah, I don't want to steal anyone's content thunder. I don't know about reacting to certain things and doing news and stuff. I like to keep this channel mostly just about video games and playing guitar because I already get people spinning the news out there and all this other stuff. And I don't need another headache. I'm lucky I'm alive. I need to find a new, different way to be contributing other than doing what I used to do and all the other jobs I've had. I've had 1,000 jobs. I have more experience than people older than me doing certain jobs, and it's nuts. I've been in situations where I've seen bosses and managers fail the team, and I've been called a whistleblower for pointing it out, and then I've been commended by some owners and some project managers for actually bringing it up. Yeah, we should be doing it that way. This is the way it's supposed to go. I've been wanting to get rid of that guy for years or whatever, and Jesus, man. Well, you probably don't relate to me. And I'm just ranting about stuff. But, I'm still going to say I'm grateful for YouTube allowing this thing to things like this to happen where anyone can just create any content. They can just create their story and share it. And not everybody working there might like what I have to say. I probably don't need to be... I don't want to say it's because I'm a straight white guy. That's just ridiculous. So anyway, that last foreman I worked with did not like me telling him how straight I was because I was not interested in him sexually harassing me anymore. Non-binary gay foreman. I thought he was a man. He had a beard. I said he again. Okay, I'm going to end this video here. Goodbye. Good luck, people of Earth. And boop.